We have lived in this house for over 22 years now, and it used to have a little tiny brown dark kitchen. During the pandemic, Mike ended up doing a complete remodel on our kitchen, and this cabinet was one of the things that I insisted that we have. If you're just meeting me, my name is 𝐂𝐻𝐋𝐿, and I'm normally teaching you how to go grocery shopping and keep your produce fresh longer, but also teaching you tips to keep your stock rotated so things don't go bad. So this cabinet here is called a pantry cabinet, and it has some of my favorite features in it. When you open it up, there's two cabinets. We added the 𝐋𝐈𝐍𝐿𝐒 drawers in here so you can pull them out and be able to see exactly what you have in your drawer. And I was able to adjust these at the height that I wanted. So it was really important to me to have a spot for my KitchenAid in the kitchen that wasn't on my counter. And it fits perfectly in this drawer. And it's been about 3 years now that this has been in here, and there hasn't been any sagging at all. So my KitchenAid fits in here. It does fit to reach the plug-in from here, but I normally just move it over to the counter. And then my utensils I keep up here on the top shelf. This very top shelf up here, I have my bowl covers and my Ziploc bags all right here, so they're handy when I need them. And then as you move down these pantry shelves, I have all of the basic necessity items that I need to have in my pantry. So these shelves will hold half-gallon and gallon-sized jars, which I love that I can put all of my basic pantry items in these jars. They are taller and fill up the space, and with being able to pull out the shelf, I don't get things that are hidden in the back. So on this shelf, I have things like nuts and granola and some pasta, and then I have the baking supplies that I need that are not in my spice drawer. So my baking soda, my baking powder, and some salt is right here easy, and I always have my big jar of garlic and herb seasoning from Costco. I use this all the time. I don't even bother putting this in another container. So this is just handy for me, and it's nearby the stove. And then at the very bottom here, I have a couple different kinds of flours for baking and using, and also some pancake mix. And if you notice, I have some eggs in my cabinet. Those are water glass eggs that you can only do with backyard chicken eggs or farm fresh eggs that haven't been washed. So there is a video for that if you're interested in having egg storage at your house. These will stay fresh for 18 months to 2 years in your cabinet. So it's been great to have a little bit of backup for baking with my eggs. In this drawer up here on the top part, I store all of my oils and vinegars and different things that I'm going to be grabbing while I'm cooking. And then up here, I have some baskets that have different things like our garbage sacks. So they're really handy and we can use them. And then this shelf was really important to me when we were designing this kitchen, that I had a place to put our griddle that my husband uses to make pancakes. So I wanted to make sure that I had an exact spot that would fit in my cabinet for our griddle. And I love that our casserole dishes fit up there vertically, so they're easy to grab. I store most of my items in glass. These are half-gallon mason jars, which I get at Walmart. They come in a 6-pack for about $13, $14. We will link the jars in the description so you can find exactly what you're looking for. But with the metal lid, it's completely airtight and it will stay fresh for a really long time, like years, in these glass jars, so you can reduce your food waste. And I love buying things that I can use a couple different ways. So like, we don't really have cereal very much, but we have granola that we can use like on yogurt and eat it like granola, or I can put it on a dessert. Just things that we can use multiple ways and it gets used up. And then this is a gallon-sized jar, which we also have on our Amazon storefront. And this has protein pancake mix in it. You see that I just write on the jar with a Sharpie. A couple years ago, I put labels on everything, and now it drives me crazy because I will have random labels on jars that don't match up. So now I just use the Sharpie, and then on the back I have when I bought it, or sometimes I'll have the expiration date on it. And then I have the directions written on this too, so I don't forget or have to look it up. And to get off the Sharpie off of the jar, all you have to use is a little bit of dish soap and a dish washing cloth. So mine has a little scrubby on the back side of it, and it just instantly takes off any me the Sharpie on the glass, and it makes it super easy to use these jars multiple different ways. And then I have smaller jars. These are wide mouth pint jars that you can also get by the case, and I love to be able to downsize to smaller jars as we use up things, so it reduces the wasted space in my pantry. In our grocery and meal planner, it also gives you a basic list of what you should have in your pantry to be able to make meals at any time, and another list if it's expired. So some items will last longer than the best by date, and it has a list in the grocery planner telling you what items that you should use up at what time. But this is a grocery planner that is available in the description, and is also on a bundle deal with our Zero Waste Produce Guide, which goes over 75 fruits and vegetables and how to keep them fresh for weeks. And along with the bundle deal, there's also a discount code in the description, so make sure that you check that out. If you'd like more organizing kind of videos, we have one on fridge organization and more of glass storage. I hope you hit that subscribe button and ask any questions in the comments, and we are happy to answer them.